you know, don't you? You know what you're doing, you know what you aren't doing, you know what you want to achieve. And the thing is, there are people that value progress for progress's sake, but it's crucial that you're making progress in meaningful things. That's why I record the videos that I record. In part, it's to actually chart my own progress, because I've come up here to these beautiful surroundings and just, this whole huge beautiful lake, but doing a slightly different camera angle for you to keep things interesting, to keep them fresh. And on the way here, I've had a handful of sort of experiences and realizations. And as I was walking through Chatsworth Park, we're here in the Peak District. I'm filming these beautiful surroundings for you because I love to share beautiful things. But it's very, very hilly, hence Peak District. And when I first came back here, I'd been walking around London, which in comparison is basically flat. And when I got back here, I thought, oh my God, I'm really out of condition, getting out of breath. But today I took basically one of the steepest routes up to this point, and found, actually good, I'm not quite as breathless today. Suitably breathless, for the exertion, but not uncomfortably so. But as I was wandering around the village, I haven't actually been there for a little while, but I walked up the road that I grew up on in Baslow, and our next door neighbour's house, the people that owned the house when we were there are long since departed, but the people that own it now have been doing extensive and really, really expensive work, because the house itself was over £1 million, and they're probably going to spend the same amount again doing it up, because they gutted the whole thing. They've put a completely brand new roof. They've probably changed all of the orientation of the rooms inside and everything. Big job. And the last time that I went there, it was kind of surrounded by scaffolding, and there was rubble all over the floor, and it looked a real mess. But there were a handful of workmen there. I said, oh wow, it's looking really fresh, isn't it? And the thing is, it's a no-through road, so you go round the top loop. It does a sort of slope up to the woods at the back. So did the whole loop round, went past my childhood home, and then the three men that were there, they sort of looked at me, and they sort of looked at me slightly strangely. I couldn't quite work out what they were thinking. But you want to kind of see things progressing, and this house that was our next door neighbour's house looks fantastic now. New roof, everything's been simplified and neatened off, which to my character is very, very it's very satisfying. I love it. And this is why it's really important to be conscious of the progress that you're making, what you're doing, what you're focusing on, and understanding that you can be better and you can do better. And the ultimate question that you actually need to ask yourself is this: what are you willing to sacrifice in order to turn your daydreams into a reality? And it can be a very, very humbling question, and the conclusions that you come to can be very stark. they can be annoying. I always remember, I've said this in quite a few of my videos, maybe not for a while, but when I was doing the affiliate marketing efforts on Facebook, there was a meme that went around a lot, that the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. And for many people, I always qualify this by saying, oh dear, it doesn't just piss them off, it makes them really angry, and often unpleasant people to be around, because if you ask questions of people, often they don't like being asked the questions, because it basically forces them into a position of having to be honest about themselves and what they're doing. It's why I ultimately left affiliate marketing to build my own thing, which is not as easy, but I'll tell you what it is. It's way more satisfying doing and building your own thing to become the ultimate and most fabulous, confident, outrageous and thought-provoking person that you can be.